Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dark Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing the SH Monsterarts of Fire Rodan from the Heisei era of Godzilla franchise. And this set is manufactured by Bandai Tamashii Nation. This set was one of the earliest SH Monsterarts to be released on the market. As a matter of fact, it was made back and released back in the year 2012 when SH Monsterarts was really a new thing, and specifically this kaiju was from the movie Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2 of the Heisei era, and I actually acquired this set from an online auction many years ago before making this video, so this set is not brand new. So as I unbox this, we'll find out together if everything inside is alright. But let's check out other detail from this case. So like many of the most original SH Monsterarts, a lot of character bios and description on the back of the case is all in Japanese. So if you cannot read or speak Japanese, it could be a little issue for you. But we have a lot of picture here that shows like this figure, like any SH Monsterart, is capable of great articulation and poses for display. And this is implying we have some extra set inside here that can work with the Mechagodzilla 2 Monsterarts. Maybe this is there's a head effect part that shows the Mechagodzilla 2 get with a broken eyes, which is damaged by Rodan's peak, just like he does as he damaged Mechagodzilla in the movie. And it looks like this set also includes a display stand for the Rodan figure, as well as having a heat breath effect. And this picture also shows here there's like the red spiral heat breath effect included for the Godzilla Monsterarts, and more specifically the original Monsterarts. And obviously that's kind of included because from the movie it was Rodan sacrificing his life force to Godzilla that gave him like a power up to have this new ultra powerful technique. So if you have this set, it's best if you also have the Godzilla SH Monsterarts, the very first SH Monsterarts to be manufactured, to be exact, together. So it is with both of this. You can set up the Godzilla firing the red spiral heat breath display. But looks like that's all the detail we can get from this case. So now let's open it up. And looks like the previous owner already cut the tape seal this case from the below here. So let's open this up and see here. So here we have, you can see from inside this transparency case, the main Rodan figure and other accessories. And as I speculated, looks like the Mechagodzilla head with a eye broken by Rodan is here. And good. So the previous owner did leave the instruction manual for me here. So So before we open this set, let's have a look at the instruction manual real quick here. So here in the beginning, it's showing us how we can set up the display stand and how it's supposed to connect and hold the Rodan figure, and how the Rodan figure has like the articulation in its wings, and there's like another connector that can hold Rodan by its main torso instead of from the really rear end here. And how the setup, you can again use another display stand to set up Rodan's heat breath effect parts, along with the other stand that would hold it. And of course this one's showing how the Mechagodzilla head with a broken eye is interchangeable to the Mechagodzilla SH Monsterarts, and how the red spiral heat ray breath effect parts is supposed to work with the original Godzilla Monsterarts set. Now let's get Rodan out of the plastic case here. So here we have 2 layers of cases, and looks like the previous owner went through trouble of sealing them for me, or he never opened these at all. But here we can see like at least 2 or 3 bases for the display stands, and here we have the connectors for the figure. And here we have the Rodan figure itself, as well as his heat ray breath effect parts and the ray spiral beam effect parts for Godzilla, as well as the Mechagodzilla head with a broken eye. Now let me just cut the tape. The last one here. Here we have the Rodan figure. Yeah, so without the stand, it's hard to get this figure to stand at all, but not impossible. Let's also open up the display stand pieces so we can set up fire Rodan on them. So here we have like, this is again again, there's like 3 bases for the stands. And here we have the display stand base that has the 5 Rodan's name on it, and this support arm can hold 5 Rodan in the standing pose like this. But before we set it up this way, let's quickly check out this figure's articulation. So its wings, we can kind of move it upward a little bit, and the wings can fold up like this. Will open up with its head moving forward like this. And its head can turn to left and right very easily. And its beak can open up. There's also articulation for the legs. And the tail. Although it looks like the tail joints are a little bit weak, so you want to be very careful as you play with the tail. Now I'm gonna set it up in the standing pose on the stand. Here we go. Once again, this setup helps to put a 5 Rodan on the display for any kind of standing pose or any pose to have its body set up more upright. And you can also fold up its wings. And one articulation I missed earlier was its arm. Its claws here can also move a little up and down like this. So when with the wings folded up, you can also like put down its hands and claws. obviously also adjust the angles of its arms or wings to change the forms for its display. But you have to watch all the balance because the support arms connector does not really lock the figure in place. Here we have the display stand pieces that can help set up Fire Rodan here in a flying pose. This is the support arm. And here's the connector that will hold Fire Rodan up. Now let's try putting it on. There we go. As you can see, this setups allow the Fire Rodan to be displayed as if it's really flying in the air, and if you can adjust the stand itself to like change its flying angle to look like it's posing differently. You can always just utilize the articulation of the wings to make it look like it's flying with a better poses. And now I'm gonna set up Fire Rodan's heat beam breath effect parts with the second set of display pieces. So it's very similar to the stand here. So you just put a support arm on here. And the tricky part is find the attachment side. Okay, here we go. And now we just need to match it into Fire Rodan's mouth. And now here we have Rodan firing his heat beam breath. We can just adjust the angles of the support arms and the position of the display base to make the beam's firing angle a little different. With that, we have covered all the basic features of Fire Rodan set. But now let's test out the extra feature of the red spiral beam effect working with the Godzilla or Monsterarts. And here we have the original Heisei era Monsterarts of Godzilla, and here are the pieces we need to set up the red spiral breath attack effect parts. Here's the attachment side on the effect parts here. can be a little tight to put on. And here we go. Now we just have to match it into Godzilla's mouth here. There we go. Just like fire Rodan's heat beam effect parts, we can adjust the support arm to change the angle of display for Godzilla firing the red spiral beam here. And this covers all the basic features of the Fire Rodan SH Monsterarts set. So overall, it's a really great action figure that's capable of letting you set up for some very good display effects. And like all SH Monsterarts, this Fire Rodan figure is crafted very masterfully with strong screen accuracy. In general, if you are a fan who likes pterodactyl or any kind of flying creature, and this set would definitely make a great collection for you for display purposes. Although one other trait about this set that's both an up and the downside is that it includes, as you saw before, several other accessories that's meant to work with other SH Monsterarts from the same movie. So if you want to maximize the whole potential use for this set, you will be compelled to also collect the Heisei era SH Monsterarts Godzilla and Mechagodzilla. So that would mean you have to build extra budget to get pretty much like a whole set of items. But again, if you do, you can set up really great displays to recreate many kind of battle scenes from those movies, which would be great. And if nothing else, it's always good to be able to have a kaiju or monster that includes its own energy attack effect parts from an action figure, and they all, and more importantly, all these came with their own display stand to help with the display purposes. That's probably one of the best thing about this set. It'll help you with setup for decoration or display without having to buy some extra parts. And this Rodan's display stand even has its own name on it. That's a very rare for SH Monsterarts, and therefore it's a really great feature. And among all those extra accessories I just mentioned, this red spiral breath or heat beam effect parts, it's also kind of somewhat unique design. So if you really want to and it's a very powerful power up for Godzilla from the movie. So if you're a fan who enjoys seeing Godzilla firing this attack, then this Fire Rodan set will be a definitely great collection for you. This concludes my review for this set. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel, and please check out other videos in my channel. If you have any question, please leave them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my knowledge and ability.